Happy St. Patrick's Day. It's St. Patrick's week, and I'm coming at you back in my kitchen in Port Orchard, Washington. After 2 months on the island of Moorea in French Polynesia, we are home for 6 weeks, and then we're going to do some more traveling. But we're home. I'm having my family over for dinner, and I'm making Guinness brownies as part of our St. Patrick's celebration. These usually are done in a cake pan or brownie pan, and today I'm going to try them in cupcake tins. Never done that before, so we'll see what happens. It's really important because the Guinness is very sticky. It's really important that you line whatever pan you're using with parchment paper or foil and spray it with cooking spray. I've even sprayed the inside of my cupcake papers. So I am doubling this recipe. So the ingredient quantities I'm giving you is a double, which I'm hoping is gonna make about 18 cupcakes. You can easily cut these ingredients in half, use about a 9 by 9 cake pan for brownies. That would be the way you would normally do it, but you can also double it, maybe a 9 by 18 cake pan for twice as many brownies. So let's get started. Let me tell you that I have already reduced our Guinness. It was, let me see, how much did I have? I had 1.5 cups of Guinness. I put it on boil and reduced it to half. I now have just, I don't know, even less than half, but it's very syrupy and that's what you want. And it took about 15 minutes to reduce, and now I've let it cool just a little bit. I also have in my double boiler, I have melted the chocolate. There is, I don't know if you can see it. I love this double boiler, by the way. This was a wedding gift 39.5 years ago. It's not the kind of thing you use every day, but boy, when you need it, it's great. You can melt chocolate in a microwave, of course. I prefer doing it in here. So we had 3 cups of semi-sweet chocolate chips. Remember, I'm doubling this recipe, so the doubled recipe, 3 cups, and 1.5 cups of butter that I cubed up. So we put that on the double boiler. It took about less than 10 minutes to melt, and I turned the heat off, and it's just been sitting there cooling down just a little bit. Okay, so the first thing we're gonna do now is, in here I have 2 2/3 cups sugar, and I'm going to add 6 eggs and 2 teaspoons of pure vanilla extract. By the way, while we were in French Polynesia, they grow a lot of vanilla, and I brought home some vanilla beans. They were incredibly expensive. I didn't actually buy them, they were a gift. So I'm hoping to come up with something to use those for, so maybe we can talk about that in a future Tasty Tuesday. So just using my regular whisk, I'm incorporating these eggs. We are gonna add the Guinness. It's the Guinness, did I already say this? It's the Guinness, because it gets really syrupy, that causes the brownies to stick. So don't skip that part of putting parchment and cooking spray in whatever pan you choose to use. All right, here's our Guinness. Beautiful dark color. In it goes. All right, we're working the Guinness in, and next we're gonna add the chocolate, all of the chocolate from the double boiler. Ooh, does that smell lovely. Really creamy from the butter. That's a lot of chocolate. All right, in this bowl, I have 1.5 cups all-purpose flour and 1.5 teaspoons of salt. We're gonna add that in. You don't want to overmix this, so you don't really need to use your mix master. Just fold it in. Now, depending on, my oven's at 350, depending on whether you're doubling this using cupcake tins or whatever size pan, you're gonna really wanna be careful with the time because, for instance, if you were doing a 9 by 9 single, not doubling the recipe, it would cook about 30 minutes. So if you double that and put it in a cake pan, it's not gonna be quite double the time, but it's gonna be more. You wanna be really careful that you don't overcook it because they'll get dry. Now, having never done this in the cupcake tins, I don't know what's gonna happen. So I'm not gonna leave the kitchen. I'm gonna start with maybe 15-20 minutes, check it, probably turn the cupcake tins around in my oven, and then check it regularly with a toothpick to, you want it to come out clean, but it's okay if it has a little bit on it. Okay, wow, that looks beautiful, yummy, smells really good. Now I'm gonna fill my cupcake tins and we'll go from there. Okay, I have more than enough batter for my 18 cupcakes, so I'll probably do 6 more, end up having 24. It's kind of messy, not sure why I'm wearing a white sweater. That wasn't a very good idea, but it smells wonderful. So, also, these freeze beautifully. So today, my family is coming for dinner. We're going to eat 6 of them. On St. Patrick's Day, my book club is coming and we'll eat the rest of them. I'm gonna put those in the freezer and I'll probably still have some left over. So into the oven they go and I'll come back and show you how they look when we're all baked up. Here's the first batch out of the oven. Oops! I am going to put some powdered sugar on top of these, but let's have a look at one first. They're still warm, so they might be a little runny on the inside. Oh, they're beautiful. They're just beautiful, just like a brownie, but in cupcake form. So this first batch was 12 and it was in the oven about 36 minutes. After 20 minutes, I turned it around. I checked it frequently every 2 minutes or so. And man, they're just perfect. And I think when they're not warm, they're gonna firm up a lot. But I also think they'd be great served warm with some ice cream. I'm gonna sprinkle some powdered sugar on these. Okay, just regular powdered sugar, a little sifter. I'm doing this over a cookie sheet so it doesn't make a huge mess. And when the other ones come out of the oven, I'll do that as well. And remember, you can freeze these. Actually, you know what? These are the ones I'm gonna serve today. The ones I'm gonna freeze, I'm gonna put the powdered sugar on later. So these are for my family. The ones that are in the oven are for book club, and I'll put those in the freezer. Guinness Brownie Cupcakes for St. Patrick's Day. Try it, super easy recipe. See you next time.